What's up, guys? Well, it's gonna be another camping episode. Yeah, Max and his friend Drew picked me up. Drew is from Seattle. They were neighbors when Max lived in Seattle. And, yeah, we're headed up to Killarney. That's where we're gonna camp. But, you know, we're on the road, so of course we gotta make our first stop at a Walmart. Get some supplies, a little bit of beer, but mostly, you know, food. And we're gonna go to McDonald's, but we're there 2 minutes too late for the breakfast, so no chicken McMuffins. Oh well. So yeah, Killarney, that was one of the parks that we missed on our last trip to Northern Ontario. But yeah, we're gonna stop at the McRae Bridge and Falls. It's honestly just like along the way, kind of nice, and Drew hasn't seen it, so that's worth stopping. Yeah, we didn't take any unnecessary detours this time, so if you don't miss the right turn or whatever, it's a pretty short walk. I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes to the bridge. Yeah, it looks like someone canoed over. There was a little campsite going, not too far on the trail. Oh yeah, some great moss. Just walked to the other side of the bridge and I'm looking at the little pools and stuff in the rocks here. Yeah. So yeah, just walking around. Going down the falls now. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this is a nice spot. Like if you're ever going up this way, north of Barrie, it's worth checking out. Yeah, I saw dead crayfish in here. Cool. Also found some rocks that were neat. Crystals. I feel like somebody else must have found them and then left them around, because kind of a weird spot to just find some crystals. But yeah, neat bridge, neat falls. Just walking back now. Yeah, a little bit muddy out here. I'm wearing my Walmart rubber boots, and they seem like they held up pretty well. You know, for the whole trip, I mean. No obvious leaks yet. But yeah, back on the road. It's supposed to be rainy, and we definitely drove through some rain. Might have also been hail. It's kind of hard to tell, we were going fast. You know, car speeds. But yeah, kind of bad for, I don't know, a few minutes there. But then there was a rainbow, and, you know, the rain chilled out, so, yeah, back to nice weather. We're mostly just hoping that it's not going to be rainy and shitty at the campsite. Now we're at Perry Sound. We went to the Subway, got some sandwiches. Apparently there's a little hiking path near the water of Perry Sound. And there's a giant salt pile over there. Seems kind of weird. Like, why would you have a giant salt pile next to your freshwater lake? But that's just how they did it, I guess. Not sure. You know, maybe there's a salt mine nearby. Who knows? Maybe they're just getting ready to put salt on their roads all winter. Yeah. So yeah, we took a kind of a weird path and then found the actual entrance to the North Shore Hiking Trail. We mostly just walked over to this rock and, you know, we're gonna eat some Subway sandwiches here. Yeah. It's always convenient to eat next to the water because you can just throw your trash into the lake and the ocean takes it away. We didn't do that. There was a trash can at the end of the hike there. But yeah, salt pile. Can't, you know, not taste the salt. And, you know, as you would maybe expect, it did taste salty. So yeah, now we're really heading to Killarney. And I think we probably would have stopped at Killarney if on the last road trip, but it seems like to get there you kind of had to take a detour, and then it doesn't connect with the road on the other side kind of thing, so it's like it'd be an in and out 40-minute drive kind of deal. So yeah, Killarney. Visitor Center was closed. We got there like maybe a little bit before 5, maybe a little bit after, but it wouldn't have mattered because they're in the fall season, and in the off season they close at 3, so we're very late. Oops. But whatever. I mean, Max registered it online, so he even had a printout to put in the thing if anybody actually cared. So yeah, Adam and I, we set up the big tent, and Max and Drew went off to find firewood at a nearby town. There's a general store somewhere that has some. And yeah, picked out where I was going to set up my tent. Fairly flat over here. I feel like I'm pretty good at setting up this tent now. You know, I know, like, gotta put those cross poles up first, and then you can just hook on the rest of the tent. And yeah, that's pretty much the tent once you've done that. Maybe I should have put this in like a speed up thing, but honestly putting the whole thing up only took like 5 minutes. Kinda nice. However, it's not as instant as that pop-up tent. But yeah, still a good tent. And yeah, put the rain flies on our tents in case it rains. Although it's not very cloudy, so it's probably good. I also put up a tarp because I thought that'd be extra cool. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. It was too crinkly and woke me up a bunch of times. So yeah, also brought a brush this time because last time I went camping with Arthur, I was like, man, it'd be really nice to have a brush. So yeah, before we actually lit the fire, we walked over to the lake, get a good look at the lake. This is George Lake, pretty sure. We're in the George Lake campground. Pretty nice, nice clouds, nice colors, nice lake, nice rocks. Little dam here, or a weir, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's a 7 to 10 day hike that you could go on that starts there. And we're not going to do that. Instead, we just walk around the water a bit. Canoe over there. Looking pretty peaceful. Yeah. Being on that rock, pretty cool. It's a good rock. Lots of mushrooms up there. Yeah. So yeah, just kind of walked around back to where that hiking spot was. So yeah, back at the camp, getting this fire started. I brought fire starter. And you know, pretty waxy sawdust stuff. Gets the fire going pretty decent. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna split these logs I don't think we really needed to, but honestly, I kind of just like this axe, so I don't want to return it. And splitting the logs was pretty fun anyway, so I was like, yeah, that's cool. And I feel like it did help the fire a little bit, even though it wasn't necessarily we needed those smaller logs. It is, you know, a little bit better for the burning. We ate some hot dogs. Oh yeah. You know, classic camp food. Even ate some marshmallows. Yeah. So, yeah, most of this was at like 8 p.m. You know, it got dark pretty fast. And after a while, it did get pretty cold. Maybe like 4 or 6 degrees. Yeah, pretty chilly. So, ran out of wood eventually, let the fire burn down. Now we're gonna go look at the moon and the stars. Now, I had known that my camera can do like a night mode, and you can take a pretty nice picture just handheld. I'm like, yeah, look at that, it's pretty decent. You can even see the stars in this picture. But if you put it onto like a tripod or just rest it on a table, eventually the night mode will go into like astrological mode, and then you can really take a good night sky photo. And it even takes a little time lapse, and I got a shooting star there. Like, that's kind of nuts, eh? So yeah, we messed around with this mode for a while. Got a neat one of Max. He had to stand still for like 4 minutes, but it was worth it. I hope you didn't blink, cause I only played it once. But anyways, time to go to bed. I think it's like 10ish, very dark. I'm just using my red bike light. And I know my sleeping bag is blue, but I'm like, damn, that bag looks very black in this red light. But yeah, later guys.